What's up, bro? How are you, sir? Hey, I'm glad to see your bird still hanging in there at the California Challenge. Or Derby, California Derby. Keep checking. Mr. Perry Ortiz here, I bred a bird for that he sent to the California Pigeon Derby, and it's hanging in there. I already lost all my birds there, but I'm glad to see my buddy here doing good with one. Let me grab their fresh water. Everything. I think he's gonna finish the course. I think that's most important. I'm glad to hear all this. You're getting some eggs. I was wondering if you were breeding yet, so I'm glad to hear you were. Don, what's up? All my favorite guys are on here right now. Fellow Dreadlock brother, what's up, man? Hey, Don, you know what I liked that you did was the bird of the day. Those videos are cool, man. Reminds me of Deal of the Day back in the day. Yeah, that course, Perry, has been tough. That's a hard course to begin with, and I think he's had a hard time going, but I think it's going to be a good race still in the future. That's a hard course to fly east like that over those mountains. Yeah, keep that content coming, Don. I'm watching it. Watch all the pigeon guys on there. So I think we've had a storm the last couple days. I think it's over. I'm hoping it's over. I do have my two little leaks in the loft. So I try to go through and at least scrape up the poop. I don't like any wet poop in here. That's on the to-do list. I gotta, where I connected the loft here, it just leaks a little. And so I think I need to fix the slope. But it's something I gotta move all the birds and take the top off. So we'll just deal with it. In the meantime, I just kind of leaks down this wall here. So either I gotta fix the incline of it or I don't know. Alvaro, hola, ¿cómo estás? Oh, nice. That'll be nice. I think that'll actually speed up the, I think that's going to make a little quicker of a bird. Yeah, Perry, I'm gonna have to look into it. It only happens when it like really pours as I get the leak. If it just does like a light sprinkle, I don't have no problems. But I'm not sure. See, it's only where I connected the two lofts together. So I had this existing loft, and then when I made the addition, I got a problem right there. So, oh, Patrick's back. Check it out, Patrick. You were watching till the live. We got our first egg right when my live died yesterday from my little hen here. We got this guy's on an egg. No, it's not cold. And they're not bothered by cold. They don't like cold, and like if they're wet, cold would bother them. But remember, we use them, not them, but people use feathers to keep warm in their blankets and pillows and whatnots. That's what down blankets are. They're made with goose down, but pigeons have similar. So it keeps them nice and toasty. Oh, dang. I wasn't looking at the rain. I hope it doesn't come this way. We're not too far apart, Perry, but it'd be nice if my mountains keep it away. Yeah, man, I'll feel like pulling my dreadlocks out sometimes, Dawn. It's the only spot, so as long as it's not pooling into here, they're okay. And they spend most of their time up in their boxes anyways. And I think when you're not the handiest guys and we're makeshifting these lofts a lot from recycled wood and stuff, things like that are going to happen. I imagine if you had a nice tough shed converted or something like that, or a general contractor build it for you, I bet you'd have no leaks. But we work with what we got. The other areas don't leak, only this one spot, these one spots. So I know it's something where I connected the loft is the issue. There's no other leaks anywhere else. The leaks, Patrick, we got one right here. So kind of just, I think, drips down. And then when we get sideways rain, we get a little right here. But again, we just live with what we got. Eventually, I'm gonna take care of it. Do a little egg walkthrough right quick. Are the birds outside? No, they're right here in front of us. Still on some eggs here. Eggs here. This pair's getting ready. They started messing with their nest again. I moved their first 2 eggs. And so if they lay at the same time as another bird there, I'm actually going to use them as a foster. Here's this, my little tusk girl here. She's got the barbs under her beak. She's on 2 eggs. Here's a nice sweet little hen here on 2 eggs. I could take the eggs. I want these ones to raise them though. So both these hens on eggs and waiting on one right here. Their nest is very nice though. So like I said, we got our first egg from our sweet little hen here. She worked all day on that bad boy. Perry, if you're still watching, this is actually the dad to, I believe you got 1666 from me. He's that out of the AU Hall of Fame bird. The bloodline, I'm sorry. That's this guy here. So that one would be your dad. So again, I said the other day, for anyone new, we had eggs here. I moved them. They weren't fertile. Yeah, so this is the dad of the bird you just most recently got from me. You can eat the eggs, just like chicken eggs. I give them to the dogs, or I'm gonna do something else actually and boil them and then use them as kind of like wooden eggs. My buddy gave me that idea. Let's set you guys down here. I'm gonna go get the water for the other side. Dawn, is it like a powder that dries it out? I saw in one of your updates you started putting like a bedding in. Yeah, that was 725, Perry. I was just showing you. They go to sleep, Patrick, when the sun goes down. I come check on them though to make sure they're in bed or they're in trouble. So that 725 bird, I really do think there's something to him. The one I was just showing me and Perry are talking about. He bred me a bird that was 17th overall average, and I lost him with just like 2 races left, I guess. So there's something to him. I am trying to breed some birds for average speed, and so I think he's going to help me out. So I just got to find the right hen for him. So the hen this year is this little blue check right here. She's got a little blue band on. Oh, if they're not in bed by the time I say, oh, they're in trouble. Take you to the other side while we feed these ones over here. Okay, I'll have to look at that. Don, what state do you live in again? It looks colder where you're at than where I'm at. I'm gonna go grab their water, fill it up for them. They live inside here. They don't go outside. Once the sun goes down, they do what they want inside here. They go sit in their area. Oh yeah, they fight, as you see. They push each other out of the way. They got all their own personalities like people. Some are bullies. Some are mellower. Some are annoying. Some are nonchalant. Well, if I'm here, I'll stop them from fighting, but if I'm not around, they govern themselves. Patrick, where are you from? Ralph, how you doing? Welcome back. I don't put anything in the water very often anymore. I used to, but I'm getting more and more natural. Every once in a while, if they look a little funny, I'll throw that oregano oil. But other than that, it's been just water. But I change it every day. Like before they eat, I change it. So when they eat, they go drink fresh water every time. So I really don't do much. I'm trying to build immunity with my breeders and their young. Florida. In Florida, they got a lot of pigeons over there, Patrick. I think, Ralph, when you start giving pigeons stuff, you got to give them stuff all the time. And so the immunity is such an important thing to me. I don't want to, I just want fresh water to them. No, I try not to keep it nice, Patrick. I actually try to keep it not nice. What do you mean? So rough. We're expecting baby pigeons. I'd have to go back and look at my notes. I think I moved these eggs on the 26th here. And so they were laid 4 days before that. I'm hoping maybe start seeing them in 7 to 10 days. That's okay. I'm still waiting on my bands in the mail. I bet they'll be here tomorrow, the bands. So we'll be getting the first one's from her, and she is on eggs that aren't hers. So it'll be nice to see. It'll just be nice to start seeing pigeons. Oh, Easy Breezy wants to be on camera. What's up, bro? Okay. Let's go check the stables out, and then we'll go back into the nice bright loft. All right, we've moved her first eggs, and so she's getting ready to lay her second round. So I took so this pair right here laid me the one egg. This hen only laid one egg, and not the best egg. And so this year we're gonna try to raise as many eggs as possible, but I want to see if the poor eggs, you maybe lose those birds, or they're just not good quality. The video I saw, the gentleman said, you know, your best eggs are going to be your best pigeons. So we also need to raise the bad eggs to see if that is proven. So I moved her eggs though under a bird over there. And then this pair here is actually on their eggs. And they built a beautiful nest. Hello, Allah, Aboli. Wish I could say all the names right. Ralph, these are, I believe these were 5 foot wide, this or deep, and they're 2.5 width and over 6 foot tall. I'm over 6 foot tall, so I wanted to be able to stand in there and give them this nice little big area. Nice little, this this area right here looks like cubby. They like it, I think. So just say 5 by 2.5. And I have 4 of those. It's got this nice corridor, and then an aviary, and then I won't talk about it much. These are for some other videos, but I some water. Again, so this pair should be laying their second round any day now. So I'm gonna also take their second round and put them under a foster parent, and then I'm gonna split the pair up. I always like to try to take my best birds and put them to other birds to see if the genes will carry along. And so, but my buddy made a good point. I need to keep, for the first round, I really need to keep my best pairs together. So we're gonna try that. So he told me your second and third rounds should be your experimental rounds, you know, but it is what it is. Yeah, these are like my A team. And so this cock here, he's bred 2 prize winners and just multiple good birds, just other good birds. And the hen, same, 2 prize winners, and actually her as a grandmother in the pedigree, I'm starting to see prize winners as well, and just all around good birds. So I just want breeders of prize winners in here and or prize winners. So my guy here is a prize winner from my guy over here. And then so, but yeah, this is like my A team in here, my better breeders. And then stuff over there is what I'm working on, hoping to try to replace these birds. Because one day these birds won't be here. And so I got to find other birds to fill their spot. You know, I don't plan to ever get rid of this hen or this cock, but they'll get old one day. So you gotta start finding replacements ASAP. They just built a badass nest. So this is the daughter of the one next door. Great hens. They are great at building nests and just laying eggs. Some hens don't want to work with another cock. They just want the one. Whereas I'd like them to be able to go to multiple cocks and make me multiple youngsters with different birds. And I think I'm gonna get some wood shaving. I'm gonna put some deep litter in here. That way I don't have to go in there and disrupt it and clean it or anything like that. But they really like these up, and I think it keeps them fit for them to fly from the floor up at least 6 foot. So I feed them down here, and they gotta fly back up. It keeps their strength up, I think. All right, everyone's styling in here. Yeah, that storm might be coming in. Ralph, I'm gonna shoot for maybe 50 to 60 youngsters this year for my race team. I got to make sure to find a home for every single one, so I need to make sure the top selection gets to go to the top one loft races that I want to participate in, and then the rest I have to either. I'd like to just. I have a guy in LA who will fly a good amount of them for me as well. So I just got to make sure if I breed them to fly them. I don't want to breed pigeons if I don't. I want to breed them and fly them. It's based on performance, so you really got to fly them. So I'm gonna shoot for 50, and if I can get 2 good birds out of that at the end of the season, I'll be happy. But I think my first round should be around 20. Hold on, let me see. 2, 6, 8, 10, 14, 16, 18, 20. I'm hoping like 22 to 26 is the first round of youngsters. Maybe 6 of them get to go to the better one loft racing. Yep, Patrick, I'm sure you can eat pigs. I want to see my young birds go to 400 miles. I really think if they're a little older, especially with some of these young bird races getting pushed back into the later seasons, I think they could do 500 mile as youngsters. But that doesn't happen. So I'd like to at least see them 400 miles. And even just complete it. I love to see them complete the series. I don't need them. I mean, I would love for them to win. But just, completing the series, ending up on the first sheet, I'm happy with. If I get birds that I need, like I can't send away to the race, maybe I'll loft fly them, but I don't think so. I really just want to focus on breeding this season again. That's all we'll say. That's all I have to say about that. Just in case I relocate, I don't want to have any birds here flying anymore. Is pretty much long story short. So I'm holding off on young bird flying from my home because I do want to move. Yeah, I like loft flying. I just don't, in case I want to move, I'm kind of working towards I don't want to have to worry about them being flown here. Because then once I move, I can't do anything but breed them. And so I'm just kind of thinking ahead. So that's why I try to get my birds. I really prefer one loft racing, futurity racing, and then having a satellite loft, whereas someone that's good at training pigeons takes care of them for me. That way I could really focus on the breeding aspect of it. Oh, I plan to leave. I don't want to be in this area anymore flying pigeons. It's hard to compete up here, and I'm just all alone up on the mountain. All the other flyers are off the 99. The other lofts, Patrick, if that's what you mean, they're not by my house. I'll be sending their babies to different areas, competing around the state, maybe the country. So I just saw the FVC Futurity put their flyer out, and I think it's 5 birds for 600. That's all. That's a pretty good price. So I want to get 5 birds there. I want to try to get a team of 6 to the AGN, and the rest definitely will go to the Ventura flyer. I know, just to fly them and train them for me, and I'm gonna ask one of the Bakersfield guys as well. Patrick, I don't understand what you're saying, bud. Is it by your house, the bird? Well, right now, Ralph, we're getting a little break in the rainstorm, which is nice. I'm having some issues. I got like we were talking earlier in the live. I got a little leakage right there, but it's not causing too much problem. It's just driving me crazy. It's not bugging the birds though. I think the rain is coming back though. Let me get my guy here. So even this guy here, he was a decent racer, but I really think he's going to make a good breeder. He's got the white wing everyone likes. Probably walnuts action. I want to show the balance of this bird. So he's out of my longer distance sticklebot line off of 2019. So I think, you know, as a breeder, you can have different lines off the same pigeon essentially. So this is off of Calamity Jane, but my sticklebot line. So I want these birds to go at least 400 miles. Maybe this guy don't move. Awesome wing on this guy. Oop. Let me open this up for you guys. See, those last 3 flights are even, Jack. That's a balanced bird. Just sitting in the hand. So I'm trying to get all of my birds kind of like this. I don't care to hold their legs and wings. You can see. Just, it's sitting in your hand. Move its wings aside. That nice back that everyone likes. Beautiful wing. I didn't breed this, so this bird flew in 2024. When he came back, I was not impressed. I don't think he matured all the way, so he's just, maybe they're slower maturing, so I definitely would like to see, I need to get them bred earlier, and then I think they'll be ready for a 400 mile. So that's hopefully what this first round with him will do. He's paired up to a niece with the violet eye. But I want my birds to also just have the nice show body as well. That's just something I like. And so, let me show his half brother. It's just like him. Hey man, sorry to hear that about your birds. I'd get them, the first go-to for me, I don't really know their wasting disease, so maybe they're getting skinny, so maybe young bird sickness. Hit them with the oregano oil in their water, and yeah, maybe some oregano oil and or elderberry. There's an elderberry juice that you can give them as well. But I don't really know offhand what the if I could see them, maybe I could help. But a lot of the time they might just, they might just die if they're sick like that. Did you bring a new bird in? Hi Patrick, we've been talking. How you doing, buddy? Here's an uncle of the bird I just showed. You guys do me a favor, go subscribe, hit the bell so you guys can see when we're doing the lives. Also go check out the merch. I made a beanie. It's winter time, put that beanie on. I wish I could wear it. Can't fit it on the head with all the hair I got. I'm also thinking about doing a membership area for some other videos. I'm not sure yet. I've been making the videos. Let me know if anyone's interested in that. But check this guy out. Very beautiful balanced bird. I like his one little white feather under it. So all these birds in here I'm using the brackets formula for most of them. And so that's letting the sire to the sire be the grandsire to the dam. And so that's what this guy's doing. He reminds me so much of his grandfather. Great-grandfather, I'm sorry, on one side. Beautiful wings. I'm trying to make a family of birds that does decent at the one-off races. I don't want one-offs. I don't want just all of a sudden I hit. So I like to be able to send families and know they're going to do good. This guy is perfectly balanced. Look at that. Talk more about the memberships. That is something, I just want to do it I think I could use that to get me into, just help me pay for this hobby, essentially. I want to do other races, but I don't want it to come out of pocket. So if I could, have a membership area where I'm not just asking for money, I'm putting some videos out that hopefully maybe some members want to partake in. This guy's silky. Let's handle some birds while we're in here. Let me grab Shadow. Be nice. Be ready. All my birds they're all starting to handle and look similar. So even though he's not related to the other two I showed you, he looks like him. I think the birds that do really good in the clubs will do good in the one-off races. So like the birds that do the average speed, those birds will do good in one-off races. But also like, so the guy in Ventura that flew my team this year, that's a 10 race series, I believe. And that's a really good, that's a different bird that can do 10 races, and you want him up at the top every time. One left racing, I don't know, I think you could, I think it is a different bird a lot of the time. I don't know. It's a good question, man. It's a really good question that we all ponder, I think. Shadow again just sits in the hand. I think if you can have a bird that competes in a club series that does 10 races and is on the front sheet the whole time, I think will breed you good one-loft birds. This guy I've always wanted to take to the show, so I'm contemplating taking him. I want to take him to the California show. I don't think he could show in the flown categories because he only flew in Utah, so I'll have to check the rules. Oop. Last year I wanted to show him and his flight was messed up, so this year he's in better shape. So he is on actually a Foster. He's on 1620, who flew, actually I'm sorry, I think it's 1621, who flew the AGN. He's on his eggs. Yes, Ralph, this month I believe, January 24th, I believe, the Bakersfield Club is hosting the state show. I've been waiting for the extra details. I should be finding it out this week. But if you're close enough to the Bakersfield area, in Bakersfield, please stop by. They have an auction. We have lunch to raise money. So we have an auction, a lunch, and a raffle to raise money for the club. And hopefully we can bring some brass home. Last year we brought the unflown category. We won that one. That's probably where I'll end up a lot of my birds, in the unflown category, just because I like to breed 1 or 2 birds for stock each year. Hello, all the way in Turkey. Right on, man. Hello from California. So here we got 1621. So he competed at the AGN. I love how this bird handles, him and his brother. This bird did better till the last race, and his brother swooped in and took a prize. But this guy handles really good. I thought this guy would have done really good in the show, but the judge didn't like his head right here. He weighs nothing, just beautiful. He looks like his half brother. That was one of the first birds I showed you up in the corner here. I believe his niece is up, or I'm sorry, his daughter's up here on the right. Oh, easy, buddy. Make a living racing pigeons? No, I don't. It'd be cool. But I have a buddy who's trying to do that. But I'm a real estate agent, so that's what I do for a living. And if I could just make some videos to help pay for my hobby here, that'd be great. Let me show that guy's half brother. So this was a prize winner at the Apple Cup. The half brother, the dad. These birds I'm showing just make them all handle the same. Nice round heads. They're getting the big wattles. That's also, he's the more long distance bird. So that bird didn't do anything till 350 miles and he came in and hit a prize. I think he could have gone 400, no problem, but that was the end of the series. Nothing here. This was a grandson to the cock I just showed you. Just doesn't weigh nothing. His feather shape is just a smidge different. It almost, his tail cups like this. I don't know if you can see that. So some of them are flat. It's kind of cups though, and that's always interested me. So I think that actually might hold him up in the air easier. Not sure, just a thought, a theory. Again, so all of these birds are, I'm trying to make them just buoyant. They don't weigh nothing, and that's what I'm breeding for. So I showed you his brother is right here on the ground over here. His brother handles a little better. He doesn't fight as much. But this guy here does not like to be held. So I'm not going to get that nice show. I wanted to be able to show you that. Storm's brewing. Starting to blow in. Alright, this guy here. I only want to show the cocks. I don't like to mess with the hens while they're on the nest. This cock here, he's got the funky leg. He came home from a 30-mile toss off the mountain, and a hawk just ripped him from here to here and messed his leg up. And I just put him aside and babied him, and he's a pretty good breeder. And he just walks around. He don't handle the best. I think it's from the attack. Doesn't like to be handled as well. That's this line. My prize winners from the California challenge were actually down from him. And so I think they are adorable birds. I sent 4, I think, related to him to that race, and they all went to the final. 2 came back. Our hen hanging out on her spot. I wonder if this is too low to see her. It is way too low. Hold on, guys. She laid her first egg yesterday. We watched her till the live died from the storm. So she's sitting on her first egg. It's a little egg. I really hope it's fertile. I'm having a hell of a time with these show type racers. I bred some last year. Had some bad luck, and I've had bad luck with them since. So the racers are real easy to breed. Walk in the park compared to these ones. So I think want to build, and I don't think it'll happen anytime soon, but I want their own area so they could be open loft as well. But she's pretty. Just got these beautiful hens sitting on their nests here. Just think they look nice and cozy in their little nest bowls. Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't see that text or that. Ralph, yeah, I'll get an address. I'm gonna put a flyer up on my posts once I have all the details for the show. But the club's over off Norris in Bakersfield. I'm in California, is where I live. Sorry about that, Ralph. Yeah, I will have an address. Sorry, I didn't see that earlier. Hi, Patrick. You like my channel, huh, Patrick? No one else to... Glad someone does. I think everyone, yeah, I think they're, it's not that they're going to bed, but they're a little calmer today. The weather, it's cloudy, so they don't seem as hyped up. Around this time yesterday, they were, or maybe the day before, we're all lovebird. So Shadow here, he's got 3 boxes he likes. Bottom one, the one he's at, and the one above him is where his nest is actually. And that happens sometimes. They like to take more than what they need. Then they take more than they need. He likes the space, I guess. So we got this light on for about 10 more minutes, and we'll do the live. We'll end the live, but we'll do the live until this light goes off. So any questions, put them down there in the comments. Again, we're just gonna say, make sure to go subscribe so you can get the lives, and then check the merch out. I put a beanie up. It's got a cool silhouette of a pigeon on the front of it. I think all pigeon flyer, anyone who's got pigeons can like this beanie. Not just a racer, but if you like rollers, if you like high flyers, whatever, show ones. It's just a silhouette of a pigeon. Again, all proceeds go to the pigeons. No, Ralph, I've been meaning to get a timer, but what I do is I just go turn the light off around 4:15. I go turn it off in the garage, and that way they go to the natural sunlight. They go to bed with the natural sunlight after that. So the sun sets around 5. But I've been really meaning to get a timer. I really just have the light on just so we can see better in here while we're on live, and just I feel like it keeps it a little drier on the rainy days. It's been cloudy, so I just like the light in here. But I don't use it for a system. Oh, it's getting a little dark on this side, but I wanted to show this hen. Hi, Shantae. I'll just fix the camera up for you guys. We don't need to look at me. Let's hang out in the light just a little longer before we turn this light off. Oops, there it is. I wanted to show this bird. This is a full sibling shadow. That I believe it's a hen that I'll be breeding to him at the end of this season. The bird that these are off. Oh, hold on, guys. There we go. A little light action. Sorry about that. This bird here, I want to breed to shadow. It's a full sibling and test them out. I noticed when I looked down the pedigree, it's an inbreeding the whole way down. So brother-sister matings, and I believe they flew like that. I think some strains of pigeons can fly inbred, some can't, but I wonder if this is one that can. And I really like this bird. She was sloppy looking when she came home, but her feather quality is starting to come in real nice. Again, she flew in Utah, so I don't know if I could show her in the flown category in California. Show. Look at her, beautiful though. Sits in the hand. Just imagine they'll be moving in the air like that. You want them to have a nice, strong back. Oh, I hear the rain a-coming. Very nice pearl eye. Balance right there. So we got like 20 days till the show, and then she has still got to grow her flights, and I don't know if she'll be done in time. I gotta look up how long it's gonna take, but I'm hoping that they're completely grown in by the time the show's here. If not, she'll stay here till next year, and I'll take her to the show next year. But her half-brother won the unflown category. So the half-brother threw 161. And so, or maybe just this strain is just good to cross in as just for breeding. But when I brought Shadow home, he bred Ogden. Ogden was a prize winner right off the bat. This bird, I think, was in, when I sent it to a race, it got in someone else's loft. And then came back to the loft it was supposed to be at and just looked raggedy. Handles very nice. Every day I'm getting a little more impressed with this bird. She's starting to know that I'm coming for her though every time, and she tries to get into the aviary before I can grab her. You see though, maybe not. Hi, Patrick. got her flight coming in there. So I need that to be grown in for the show. Same there. The other ones I've been pulling, they still have a little time to, I think these will all be done. But I'm just not sure if that 10th one will be ready. She's got vitality, her wing just trembles. There we go, you can see it just trembling. So I think that trembles like a muscle twitch. And I think that's a sign of a good breeder. And maybe a good racer. But I noticed my better breeders have that, just that wing shake. Nice thick feathering. Yeah, she's a styling bird. Look at that. Well, I don't know how to say your name, but hello. Alright, I better start shutting you down around here. Let me go put her back. They're all gonna come flying this way probably when I walk this way. Man, I wish I knew what that said. I don't know how to translate it while I'm in the live. But appreciate you stopping in. Who say? I don't know. Who say you say? Who say? Mo the Grande Delicio. They are not tasty. I think that's what you're saying. Number, please. Number of birds in here? Or my number? We don't need to worry about my number. If you're interested in buying pigeons, you can get my info in the description. I do have a couple pigeons left. Maybe 2. If you are looking for pigeons and need more than that, I have a buddy that I could put you in touch with. excited. It's like they know it's bedtime. Make sure to go subscribe to the channel. I'm going to keep saying it. We got long form videos over there, some shorts over there. So go subscribe, and then and also subscribe so you can see when we do the lives if you just like watching the birds. Thank you for the laughing disco. FNAF, I think FNAF, does that mean fest? Like that movie my daughter's like, Five Nights at Freddy's or some shit. I'm glad we like birds. Please stop in here and watch the birds with us whenever we're doing the lives. Yeah, that was actually a fun movie. The first one's a fun movie. Jerome Joseph, hello. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Happy New Year. We are just hanging out with the birds. Been working on the other loft. And so now we're just watching them till the end of the day. I'm about to kick this light off. I don't want it on much longer. Don't want it to bug them. Mama wants some love, it looks like. Oh yeah, it's almost like the same time every day. We got our hens out again here. Same time as last time, same place. Let's see if we can't catch it in action again, guys. Maybe this will be the last thing we do before the light goes off. Let's see who's more interested. Get these ones down here on the floor. My buddy's up here on top also. There we go. Here's our guy on top. Getting it in. He's missing though, the silly guy. Oh, these pigeons I've bred. I bought some of the originals and now we're just getting to ones I've bred. There we go. This is how baby pigeons are made, everyone. Let's see if we can't catch them. Make sure to hit the like if we get catch them doing what they want to do. Here we go. Oh, come on. Okay. Don't be a pain, Shadow. Now that they know Shadow's watching. Here we go. Yeah, they will, huh? One of my videos did actually get flagged for this occasion. Bunch of Puritans, I guess. That's all right. Let's see what they do here. Yeah, it said no ad suitability. Here we go. Make sure to hit the like and. Oh, Shadow, you're really messing that up, buddy. He's literally cock blocking. Here we go. Let's see if they do it. Hit the like. Here we go, guys. Hit the like. Maybe even throw him a baby shower gift. Hit him with a super chat. There we go. Well, and that's the way they do that. There we go. Hopefully we'll be expecting soon. All right, let's go kick this light off. It's gonna get darker in here. So for those of you who take off for when the light turns off, appreciate you guys stopping in. Make sure to go subscribe. As you see, we still have a little light in here once the light's kicked off, and then they will go in their spots. So the light, I just turned the light off so they get this natural light at the end of the day. Doesn't mess their flights up or their feathers up or anything. Doesn't throw them into a molt. As long as I get that light off before the sun goes down. I don't want to extend the days. Just a little light left. But everyone just gets back up in their boxes and gets bed. See? right, having said that, everyone have a good night. This is the end of the live, end of the road. Make sure to subscribe. Check the merch out. That pigeon beanie I think is pretty cool. I'd like to have it if I could fit it on my head, but with the hair I can't. And we'll see you next time. Keep breathing.